Welcome back. Pitt had a lot of hype going into their opener. It wasn't just a normal opener. It was a conference game against a team predicted to win their division. And they led Virginia 14-13. Second half came around. The adjustments were made by Virginia. The mistakes were made by Pitt. So it's something we've seen before. Paul Zeise, is this just another year of the same, meaning, 6-6, 7-5, 5-7 kind of football, or do you think that was just a one-game blip?
I don't know how you could say it was a one-game blip. I mean, again, this is now year 5. You shouldn't be having games like that. I know it's game 1 and all that other stuff. Virginia figured out how to play well. And the thing about it is with Pitt, there were so many different things that went wrong in that game. I just think you look at it, I look at their schedule, I don't know how you can come away from last night's game and say anything other than they're going to be 1-3 in 4 weeks from now. And at that point, I mean, we're talking about a team that's probably going to be 6 or 7 wins. And it's unfortunate because, they did have a lot of hype, and if they'd have won this game, there'd have been a lot of momentum for them. But you can't lose a game like that.
Mediocre last year and won the division, right? And I don't think the game against Virginia was necessarily a bad loss, but it was a really important loss. It was a huge loss because, Pitt does have a chance to win that, again, mediocre division. But one of the teams that they will be contending against for that division championship will be a mediocre UVA team that came here and won. You're not supposed to lose your home conference games, and you're supposed to beat Virginia. Pitt has done that 4 years in a row to continue to be mediocre. And you asked before the break, Bob, when does it end? They need to get themselves a frontline, top tier, and I don't know how they do it, superstar quarterback. They've had Fitzgerald, Revis, Aaron Donald, LaShawn McCoy over the past 10 to 15 years, and it hasn't done enough to turn the tide of recruiting. They're going to be the same until they get themselves a Kyler Murray, and I don't know how they do that.
You know how they do that is a guy like Trace McSorley, who wasn't really a highly regarded guy coming into Penn State, and he turned into that guy. So, I mean, you look at Aaron Donald, those guys were very similar. But what stood out to me last night was just the lack of talent. I mean, the athletic ability. This is year 5, like you all said, and these are Narduzzi's guys. And I don't see a ton of offensive, explosive talent here at all across the board. I like their front 7. I think their defense will keep them in the game and be able to win them maybe 5 or 6 games. But until you start getting some top-level, top-notch athletes, and I don't think they have it on this squad, you're not going to win. And Benzie, you're 100% right. They have to fall into a star quarterback for them ever to be good.
And you make a good point, Mark. I'm not trying to debate you on about McSorley. I think it's an intriguing point. But if McSorley comes to Pitt, does he do here what he did at Penn State, or is he just a good college quarterback like Tyler Palko
they've had some guys that have done some really good things. Rod Rutherford had a really good career. Tyler Palko had a good career. Bill Stahl was much better than people give him credit for. They've had a whole bunch of problems. And I'll tell you, it's not just the quarterback this year. The offensive line you got 4 new starters, and you hope it gets better. But if it doesn't, I don't care. You could have Dan Marino back there, and they're going to have a hard time pulling off what Mark Whipple's going to ask them to do. There was a lot. And here's the other thing. I mean, Kenny Pickett wasn't great last night, but, boy, his receivers and the tight end, boy, they really let him down, too. So.
Well, that drop you're talking about with Tipton, right?
Yeah, there was that. There was a tight – I mean, they had another play earlier. They had at least 3 really key plays that if guys make plays, receivers make ordinary plays, the game probably is different. So, if you're a Pitt fan that's got half, glass half full, and there's not many of them left, but if you're one of those guys, you look at last night and say, you know what, they had a chance to make some plays and they didn't make them. If they make them in other games, they'll have a chance to win. But I think there's some issues here.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, but didn't they say during the broadcast that was the only time they went at that cornerback, the guy with NFL expectations, the only time they went at him, and he got back into the play just enough to distract Tipton, and he dropped it. And that could have been a game changer. At least would have kept him in it for one more drive.
And look, the pass was underthrown, but you're Tipton, you still got to catch it.
Yeah,
Tipton, you guys are talking about all these plays.
Could have been more aggressive with it, too.
Are you talking about all these plays, maybe made, maybe not made? But how about they did make it and they went? That's still an average team. I mean, we're not talking about being in the top 25 type of capability here, and that's what everybody wants to get to, right?
That's right. We're going to take a break.
But the thing is, if you're Pitt, the next step is go 8 or 9 wins, and you ain't going to do that if you can't beat Virginia.
No. So that'll create a lot of controversy after this season, too, because then you'll be in year 6 of Pat Narduzzi, and this is, I don't know what year it is on a 7-year extension, which goes all the way to 2024. A lot of interesting talk ahead on Pitt. When we come back, we'll talk about the Pirates, who are on a win streak. But what does it really mean? Next.